Namaste and welcome back to today's episode of Mahabharata Matters. In the previous episode, we saw that Uttarakumara had started to run away from the battlefield. Brihannala had revealed his true identity as Arjuna. He had asked Uttarakumara to bring down the Gandiva from the Shami tree. Now, they had started traveling towards the battlefield with the twang of Gandiva. The Kaurava army had been watching all this from a distance. Even though they were at such a distance and Arjuna was in the garb of a eunuch, Dronacharya recognized the form of Arjuna, his favorite student. He exclaimed in happiness. He said, "Arjuna is here, now the Kaurava army has to be very afraid." Kripacharya too agreed with him. Karna and Duryōdhana were very annoyed to hear this. They had not recognized Arjuna in the garb of the eunuch, but then they were angry that Dronacharya and Kripacharya were demoralizing their army. Ashwathama was enraged at the way they were speaking with his father and his uncle. Heated arguments took place between Karna and Ashwathama. Bhishma came to pacify them. Suddenly, Dronacharya realized he might have spoken too soon. He was scared that he may have exposed the Ajñātavāsa of the Pandavas too soon. He looked at Bhishma. Bhishma laughed. He said the Ajñātavāsa was long over. He knew about it even before they started from Hastinapura, but he wanted Duryōdhana to learn a lesson. He wanted him to face the wrath of the Pandavas and not hold on to their kingdom. As per the Panchanga, the book of astrology, every year there will be a few additional days and they get adjusted as Adhikamasam. Over these last 13 years, the adjustment of the days was precisely 5 months and 12 days. Hence, the Ajñātavāsa of the Pandavas had finished over 5 months ago. But the Pandavas were too righteous. They did not want any conflict or argument about their exile. So they had continued to be in incognito. Bhishma said exposing them right now was absolutely of no use. Duryōdhana was crestfallen to hear this. He had tirelessly worked with spies to find their location. He had finally found them. He was about to expose them. He wanted to send them right back into exile for another 12 years. Now he had found out that all his effort was futile. The Ajñātavāsa was long done and the Pandavas had been successful in keeping their secrecy. But now there was no turning back. They had captured the cows of the Virata kingdom and now Arjuna was attacking them. They had to fight back. They needed a plan. Bhishma was the commander-in-chief and he started to organize their army. So, what are our takeaways from the story? Bhishma knew about the ending of the Ajñātavāsa even in Hastinapura. But he did not share that with Duryōdhana as he wanted him to see the glimpse of the wrath of the Pandavas. Sometimes our elders and parents allow us to go into troubled waters so that we become alert. But if we refuse to learn our lessons, time will certainly teach us our lessons. Another thing we observe here is that disappointment is as grave as the crookedness of the intentions. Duryōdhana was so eager to expose the Pandavas in their Ajñātavāsa. When he came to know that it was all a wasted effort, he was crestfallen and disgruntled. With these thoughts, we come to the end of today's episode. Remember, in this series we are discussing matters of Mahabharata because even today, Mahabharata matters. Hari Om!